Hello and welcome to Sureena Speaks. And before I start this video, I just want to say a massive thank you to you guys for your continued support. I get some amazing messages and comments saying how useful you're finding these videos, and that honestly makes my day because it means to me that this channel is doing what it was aimed to do, which is to help you guys out. And the fact that you guys are taking time out of your day to write me these lovely messages, to like, to share, to subscribe, it all means so much. So genuinely, thank you for your continued support. Now moving on to this video is slightly different to other videos I've done, but I think it's a really important issue to highlight. And it's something that I've noticed throughout being a pre-reg and now working as a pharmacist, and that is sometimes you will come across some really horrible people and some really horrible situations. Now, a lot of the time I can empathise when a patient is angry because, you know, that frustration of when the prescription isn't ready on time or an item isn't in stock, I can understand that. But it's when that anger escalates is when it can get quite scary. I mean, I've had a situation before where a person was nearly going to slap me because I refused an emergency supply. And using my clinical judgment, my professional judgment, I didn't believe that that item was worth giving an emergency supply to. It didn't match the criteria of an emergency supply. Their GP surgery was open. Their GP surgery was walking distance away. And they were in control of organising their prescriptions and their repeat medication. The pharmacy wasn't, they were. And yet somehow they still thought it was okay to be really vile towards me and raise their hand at me and nearly try and hit me. And I've had people swear at me, say horrible abusive things to me, and it is just so unacceptable. But on days like that, I remind myself and I tell myself this: you're having a bad day. It's a bad day. It's temporary and it will pass. You're a strong, empowered, positive person, and you have worked way too hard to get to where you are now. Your happiness is solely determined by you and not by anyone else. And that can be one of the hardest things to realise and one of the hardest things to understand, but it is so true. You're in charge of you. You're capable of so much. You can do things, and don't let anyone doubt you, doubt yourself of being able to do those things. Be strong enough to always do the right things, to always make the right decisions, because you are capable of so much. And I think it's important to remember that yes, you have those bad days and those bad moments, but also those amazing days and those amazing moments you have. I mean, my favourite part of my job is still being able to interact and meet new and different people every day. And I'm not going to let a small group of people take that away from me. I'm not going to let an incident or a situation ruin my whole day. I'm not going to give them that satisfaction, because actually you get to meet some really lovely people with some extraordinary stories, and it's important to remember that you do have those wonderful moments, and don't let these horrible moments take away from that. And also remember that when you are faced with situations like these, those angry people, they're angry at the situation. It's not a personal attack on you, even though it can feel like it. It just so happens that you're the face of that situation. And so they're firing and venting that anger towards you. And in situations like this, remember to A, always stay calm. B, empathise with your patients. And C, always be kind. Because if a person is being that vile towards you, they're clearly lacking kindness in their life, and it's your duty to then fill them with that kindness. And by no means am I condoning abusive, horrible behaviour like that. But really and truly, situations like these aren't worth you jeopardising your professionalism for, or even your sanity for, to be honest. So always remain professional, always remain calm. I know that's easier said than done in some cases, but it's just not worth it. Don't let one situation or one person ruin your whole day. Don't give them that control, because you're in charge of you.